Y estamos acá en la cancha, estamos en el Bernabéu, donde viene Messi con la pelota, lo ve a Ronaldinho, la pide Ronaldinho, gol.
Olha chance, olha gol! Golaço!
¡Qué golazo!
You know, I can't believe this is episode 67. 67 episodes, and I still haven't figured out what in God's name have I spoke in 67 episodes. Or 66 technically is what I mean. But 67 episodes? The 5 people that listen to this, I don't know how the hell you put up with this. But let's get straight into it. Guys, again, every Wednesday we are here at the Brasil Paradise Grill, and we always give away a free jersey. All you have to do is just purchase anything. It could be as small as a soda, which, by the way, it's a Coke, but it's amazing because I'm drinking it here. Anyway, again, we do give away a free jersey anytime you come here. Again, you just buy anything as little as a soda. Good morning. Okay, it's almost like morning. And that's all you have to do. You just have to buy something. Come by here on Wednesday nights, buy something, and you get a free jersey. One of these free jerseys. I got Roma, got Brazil, got Alianza Lima, and I think I have a Manchester United. Yeah, Manchester United here. All right. So let's get straight into it. So it looks like more likely that Coutinho is going to be dumped out. He hasn't really fit into the Barcelona squad. He's barely got any playing time. He hasn't played a full 90 minutes since January of this year, which is bad. I mean, you don't get the starting lineup. You don't get into it. I mean, he's just come on like 19 times, and if I'm not mistaken, 10 times he's come on as a substitute. And he hasn't really done anything. I'm gonna Uber there right now. I'm here, the soccer prodigy here. Oh, what's up? What's up, people? Yes, sir. So it looks like more likely that Coutinho is going to be pushed out, dumped out. He's not performing. He comes on to play for Barcelona. He was bought back in January of 2018, okay? He was bought, and listen to this, he was bought for 120 million euros, which into dollars is 136. 136 million euros, okay? Now that's a lot of pressure, all right? You're bought for millions and millions and millions of euros, okay? And you're playing at one of the best, clubs in the world. Now, if you're not a Barca fan, then you would disagree. Okay. But now it looks like Manchester United are the only club that are looking for him or looking for a signature. And his stock dropped drastically. His stock dropped like crazy. He went from 136 million in dollars to 98.8 million dollars. There, right there. So he's dropped a significant amount. I mean, that's about that's like what, 40 million that he's dropped. And Barcelona are looking more and more likely to offload him because he's not performing. He's not doing anything there. He comes on and he'll do a little thing. He'll provide, he'll pass, he'll do this, but he doesn't bring that flair that he did at Liverpool. Or when he plays for Brazil, actually, he doesn't have that flair either. It seems like he's just not really fitting into the Barca style. And Ernesto Valverde the other day he used instead of a 4-3-3, which is what Barcelona is usually known for, he switched to a 4-4-2, and he started Vidal over Coutinho, and it's like it looks more and more likely that since Ernesto's going to take charge, that Coutinho's not in his plans, which is all right. Me personally, I'm a huge fan of Coutinho ever since I seen him in what's that team? Not Inter. Mallorca? No. Damn it. I forget the Spanish team that he played for before Inter Milan. But it was before Inter Milan where I first noticed him, and I've been a huge fan of him ever since. And as you people know that, listen to the show, I'm a fan of Barcelona. So I thought it was like a match made in heaven for me, personally. But it doesn't look likely, and it looks like he needs to go. Because he was supposed to be the guy for Iniesta, and it's not happening. Let's take it to IG Live without dropping my phone. Hey Franco. I'm good, Kevin. Okay. Alright, well, whoever's on Instagram now, they're just talking to themselves. So it looks like Coutinho will not fit. It looks like Coutinho is, if he doesn't do anything from here till the end of this season, which will be May, if he doesn't really produce or doesn't show Valverde that he's, he should keep him, then it's just not going to work. It's not going to work, and they're going to offload him. And Man United look like they want to, step up their bid, which I don't know why Man United would want him. They have Anthony Martial, they have Marcus Rashford, they have Alexis Sanchez, which I mean, if you hear that, just ignore it. But they have him, okay. They have Lukaku, they have Jesse Lingard. It's like you don't need to add Coutinho unless you're going to offload somebody, and unless Ali, sees him as where he needs him in that sense. You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't understand. I mean, it doesn't make sense for them to go and buy Coutinho. So, and speaking of Manchester United, Pogba, he was just speaking to the press, and he was talking up links to Real Madrid. He says, like I've always said, Real Madrid is a dream for anyone. It's one of the biggest clubs in the world. There's also Zidane as a coach, and it is a dream for anybody who likes football. For now, I'm at Manchester. We don't know what the future holds. I'm at Manchester, and I'm happy. Now, with him saying that, is he fueling the fire? Is he really considering leaving Manchester United, going to Real Madrid? Because that's a big move. That's a huge move, for him to go from Manchester all the way to Real Madrid. And on top of that, will he fit into the system? Will he fit into what Zidane has planned? I don't know. On top of that, with the whole new stadium and all that money being invested in, Pogba is huge. I mean, Pogba is a lot of money. It's a crap load of money. He's expensive. He's super expensive. And then on top of that, if they do want to get Pogba, that's not a replacement for Ronaldo. That's maybe a replacement for Cruz. Who else? Isco, if they'll offload him. But there's talks of Hazard. Okay, Perez wants Neymar. It doesn't look like any Real Madrid fan right now wants to have Neymar at the Santiago Bernabeu. That's exactly what it looks like. Looks like that's not happening. Mbappe, though, he's a big fan favorite. They took a poll. This is what I got from not mistaken, it was a Bleacher Report, that they took the Real Madrid fans took a poll of 200,000. 200,000? 200 million. I don't know. One of those. 200,000, 200 million fans voted that they want Mbappe to be signed by Real Madrid. And it looks like they're going to go for him this summer because Zidane wants him. He even said it. That was one of his conditions for him to join in, for him to join Real Madrid again. That was one of his conditions, that they don't sign Neymar. So it looks like Neymar will not join Madrid when Zidane stands there as coach. Then with Mbappe, it looks more likely that they'll pick him up even over Hazard. But there's still talks of Hazard joining in. So there's so much going on in Madrid now that's good and bad at the same time, because of they're pretty much not in any cups. They're not in competition for any of the cups, but they they have all these good players that are linked. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of linked players. Oh, I also read that I don't have here that Varane, he's also planning on leaving. It looks more likely that he wants to leave. He says it. I'm taking an IG live, and I want to say, let me just read, because there's a lot of guys that are just, just a couple guys. You going having all my cultural stuff. Okay, I'm very quiet right now because of I'm trying to read what they're saying on Instagram Live, and the only few things that I can answer or reply to is King Gabriel 14 says, who better, Vinicius Jr. Coutinho? And then K_Castillo 26, he says, give Vinicius years. I'm assuming you're saying give Vinicius a chance. Okay, if that's what you're saying, then yeah. Vinicius, I wouldn't say he's the answer to Real Madrid's problems, but I would say he's a great youth product that Real Madrid acquired. He's a great upcoming talent. At first I honestly thought that they were going to hype him up to be this, upcoming star, blah, blah, blah. But he pretty much showed in the games that he played before he got injured that, he's a guy that they can count on. And he's doing really, really well. Now, it's unfortunate that, he got injured in El Clásico. It was in La Liga. No, it wasn't El Clásico. It was Ajax in the Champions League. Yeah, that's right. It was very unfortunate that he got the injury, but what he did on the field for Real Madrid was phenomenal. He did a great job. He did the most that he could, and he's a great potential. To King Gabriel 14, you said who is better, Vinicius or Coutinho? I'm going to say from what we're seeing on the pitch, Vinicius. Though even if he is injured, I'm going to have to say Vinicius Jr. because Vinicius Jr. has been starting, has been playing, and he's been producing way more than Coutinho. A lot more. Again, taking it to Instagram Live. Okay, they're just having a conversation between yourself. So, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to ignore. Listen, if you guys have any serious questions, then really get my attention. But if not, I'm just not going to pay attention to Instagram Live. Last week, German head coach Joachim Löw announced that he would not be counting on Mats Hummels, Jerome Boateng, or Thomas Müller. And a lot of fans kind of divided, where it's like some were saying, okay, it is time for them to pass on the mantle to the next generation, which is good. You're just mad Juventus took the first L. I don't think you're talking to me. Is it possible to join the live if we request? No, sorry. Unless, we scheduled you for a guest, as a guest. But no, sorry about that. Anyway, back to this. So there was a lot of fans that were divided about this decision with Joachim Löw. saying, it's time for them to give it to the next generation, pass on the mantle, blah, 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 blah. But then other players were upset because of the fact that, they're World Cup winning stars. They have a lot of experience, and they can still go. They can actually still go for I'd say another 2-3 years maybe. Hummels is still going strong. Boateng is still going strong. And Mueller is still doing good. They're all doing great at Bayern Munich. Why not use them? I understand the sense where Joachim Löw is saying we need, to get our younger guys in, and give them a chance and stuff like that, which I understand. Completely understandable. You want to be prepared for the next generation, the new Germany, the new look. You know what I'm saying? I get that 100%, and it's always happening. It's constant. It's happening right now in the international break. It's happening right now. But I don't understand why wouldn't you, not at least kind of just tell them, listen, we're going to give the youth a chance more, but not completely. I don't want to say axe them out, but not completely push them out. So with this, they played today against Germany. They tied 1-1. But it was a beautiful tribute from the fans because I don't know if the association is going to give them some sort of goodbye game or something like that. But I guess in Germany, the way you say thank you is Danke, Danke. And then they put Danke, it was on the second row. And then on the second row, Mike, whenever you can, the tickets here and then the pencil that they could write their name on it on the back and email. I was on the second top, it said Danke, and then on the bottom it read 5-13-17, which is Hummels, or actually it's, I don't know. Anyway, just those three. It was their numbers, which 5, 13, and 17, which is Hummels, Boateng, Mueller. I honestly don't remember who's who. Okay, I'm gonna take it to Instagram Live because they're going. They're just right. They're Andres is epic cough. Have a PS4. Can you shout out my friend Nick? He's a fan of the podcast. Can you shout out my boy Alan for? He's looking for girls. There you go. Okay, no, yeah, I'm good now. Okay, we're moving on to Champions League update. So I haven't spoken anything about because I missed Sunday's episode, or I didn't do an episode on Sunday. So the quarterfinals are set. Tottenham drew against Man City. Now, if you follow both those pages, specifically Tottenham Hotspur, you'll notice. You just look if you get a chance, okay? And you're on Instagram, which if you're on Instagram Live, you can get out of this afterwards. After I'm done, well, I'm almost done. It's a short episode today. Just if you want to have a laugh, go to Tottenham Hotspur's Instagram page. Look for the post where they announce that they will be facing Manchester City in the Champions League. Just look at the comment section, and you'll have a whole good 5 minutes of laughter. It's so funny to just see and hear the negative comments that they have. They're like, "Oh, that's it. It was a great season, boys. Oh, it's done." They're done, or like good job, or like oh crap, or some of them just say fuck, and then they just leave. That's it. It's hysterical. But yeah, Tottenham and Manchester City, they're both from the Premier League. If you didn't know that, shame on you. If you did, good. So that's going to be an interesting tie. A lot of people are already saying Manchester City's going to win. 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 I don't just, don't rule it out yet. Because you never know. Tottenham, because, I mean, look, United came back against Paris. Ajax came back against Real Madrid. Porto came back against Roma. Who else? We had another one. Thanks. we had a few of them. Juventus came back against Atletico. City didn't really come back. They just smashed them. Barcelona didn't really come back. It was a tie. Liverpool didn't really come back because it was also a tie. But this season has been a lot, and a lot of this season has been about comebacks. So you never know. You really never know. That game will be played on April 9th at 3 p.m. So that's not next week, the following week. No. Yeah, no. In 2 weeks. 2 weeks we'll have the Champions League Quarterfinals back. That same day we'll get to see Liverpool face Porto. A lot of people are also saying how Liverpool is just going to easily just knock Porto out of the way. Apparently, it's easy. It's as easy as that. But I don't know. I don't think it'll be easy. I do see Liverpool passing, as I do see Manchester City passing. Ajax the next day will face Juventus. That's a very interesting time. Juventus are strong, hungry, but Ajax are very, very young and very, very hungry. As you can tell against Real Madrid, they're not, biting their tongue. They're doing a lot. And then the last one on that day will be Manchester United against Barcelona. This is a great tie. This is probably not the best one, but it's very interesting. Because Manchester United, they're, with Ollie coming in, they're really, they've been really hungry. They've been really amping it up to win the Champions League because they're back, and they're doing good. Despite their last two losses against Wolverhampton in the FA Cup. So they lost that, so they have to be extra motivated to bring the Champions League. Plus, they're not even in the top four anymore because they lost to Arsenal. So it gives them extra motivation for them to go and defeat Barcelona. But at the same time, Barcelona have this hunger, obviously, because Real Madrid has won it the last 3 seasons. And Messi, before the season started, gave this huge speech about how their main focus is bringing back the Champions League back to the Camp Nou. Now, will it happen? I don't know. Will Manchester? This is the game that I just can't simply predict because it's too tough. Obviously, if you put it on paper, you'll see Barcelona is much more superior to Manchester United. But we don't know. We just don't know. So those 2 games, Ajax versus Juventus, United and Barcelona, will be on April 10th at 3 p.m. Then the following week, it'll be April 16th, and then April 17th we'll have the second leg, and then we'll find out on April 17th who will face who. Europa League will be April 11th and then April 18th. Arsenal drew Napoli. That's already a good tie. That's a very, very good game right there. Slavia Prague versus Chelsea. That's a very good game because Chelsea, they're eager to win something. They're out of the FA Cup. Right? I think they are. I think, yeah. Hold on. I think Chelsea's still in the FA Cup. No. I think they got dumped out early on. Let me check. Yeah. The only big team, top 6 team, is Manchester City, who face Brighton April 6th, and then Watford faces Wolves. So Chelsea are going to want to, do the much they can. Plus, they already have a warning from Slavia defeating Sevilla. Then we have Benfica versus Frankfurt in the La Liga game, basically in the Europa League. Villarreal versus Valencia, which is going to be another great game because not only do they know each other, but they both want the same. They want to go into the semis. They want to go as far as possible, and it's going to be a really good game. Let me take it out, G Live. Let me see. Alright, yeah, there's nothing really interesting going on in IG Life. Champions League in the Scotiabank, the CONCACAF Champions Leagues. So there was originally four MLS teams. Now there's only one. There's only one MLS team left in the CONCACAF Champions League. And the first leg and the first semifinal game will be Tigres versus Santos Laguna, April 3rd at 9 p.m. Then the day after will be Monterrey versus Sporting KC. So all of the United States will be following and rooting for Sporting KC. Tigres Santos Laguna, it's going to be as good as Villarreal versus Valencia. It will be, just as good because it's going to be a tough game. Okay, they both want it. I'm pretty sure they're both, if I'm not mistaken, they're both winners of this competition. I know Monterrey is, so that gives them a huge advantage. And on top of that, Monterrey is strong. They're a very, very strong team. So Monterrey versus Sporting KC will be April 4th at 9 p.m. And then the week after, April 10th, Tigres versus Santos Laguna for second leg. And then Monterrey Sporting KC on the 11th for the second leg. And so I was thinking about the Champions League the other day, and I noticed that in the past few years, Atletico have always come up short. Now, they have made 2 finals, but it's like it's confusing. Because they do so well in La Liga, they fight against hard teams like Valencia, like Villarreal, like Barcelona, like Real Madrid, like Sevilla, and then they face these tough teams in Champions League. They get out of the group stage, okay, they get through round of 16, quarterfinals, and then they get knocked out, quarter, semi, or even the final, and it's like why? Because Diego Simeone is such a great coach. He's a great coach. I mean, look at how he's transformed Atletico Madrid. People fear Atletico Madrid now. I mean, not that they didn't before, but they're on the map as one of those teams that you can't touch. Like, you can't just go there and think automatically we're getting 3 points or automatically we're picking up a win. You can't do that now. Now it's a team to fear. They're very, very strong in the back. Obviously, against Juventus, they weren't. But they're very, very strong in the back. And it's like, how? Where does it go wrong for Atletico? They have the defense. They have the midfield. Do they have the forward? Because doesn't seem like they're really getting there. Doesn't seem like it. And I'm not saying that's the problem, because maybe I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. But from what it looks like, they don't really rack up those goals that they really want. You know what I'm saying? They don't get those goals as, like, what's his name? Like Messi and Suarez does. Or Benzema and Bale. Or Modric and Cruz. Whoever you want to put for Real Madrid. They don't really rack up those goals. They're more of a team where you score 1 to 3 goals max and then that's it. It's never really a smash. Like, oh my God. Once in a blue, yeah, you can have it. You'll have it. But my question to you is, what is it about Atletico that they're not going and they're winning the Champions League? Because they should. They should. I think they should. And I think they've put their name out there enough to go and be like, they're a favorite. They're never really a favorite. They're always considered a team to watch out for, but they're never a team to be like, okay, Atletico is a very strong team, and they're definitely among the favorites, to win the Champions League. No, it's rare. It's rare to really hear Atletico Madrid, and it's not not me being against them, and it's not me trying to disrespect them. That's not what I'm doing. It's a question that I want to know what the hell the answer's to, because it just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? King Gabriel, what do you think about Zidane's return? Zidane's return, I think, is a great signing. I think it's very smart of Real Madrid, because look what happened when Lopetegui, whatever his name is, he came in and it's like, what happened? It's like Zidane was never there. Then Solari came in, and me personally, what I think, now, again, if you don't know who I am, I'm a Barcelona fan, so I don't really like to talk good about Real Madrid. But Solari, what he did was he gave the youth experience, that he gave them game time, which is fantastic. It's great to give the youth some experience. That was, me personally, the only good thing that he really did. Now, you can have your own opinion, but I have mine. With Zidane, he's kind of a mixture. He'll give the youth experience, but he'll also, put those experienced players in. Hold on one moment. I just want to mix this up because we have two people here and they entered for a free jersey, and I'm mixing this up. I didn't want to look at it. 014025 is the winner. I'm not going to announce it because they're eating and I don't want to be rude like that. See, I'm a gentleman. At times I can be. So 25 is the winning number. 24 is not the winning number. Okay, so I think it's great, for Zidane to come in, bring back some peace and calm into the dressing room, and finally guide them to doing the best that they can. Doing the best that they can in La Liga because, they're out of Copa del Rey, they're out of Champions League, so they gotta finish the league strong. They can't finish the league the way they want to when, they put out youngsters and they just chill and hang. No, because let's look up the La Liga standings, because then anybody can catch up. Not saying that it will happen, if they were to lay back, but come on, dude, what the hell? So the standings are Barcelona with 66, Atletico with 56, Real Madrid with 54, Getafe with 46. Now, it has to be a miracle. It has to be a miracle for Getafe to come back and, push Real Madrid down. I mean, Real Madrid would have to lose every single game. Then you have Alaves in 5th with 44. Now, they're 10 points behind Real Madrid. That's going to be tough for anybody to catch. Okay, Mike, the winner is this one. I can't read from here. I'm too blind. So let them know that they can pick anyone for free. Take it off my hands. Again, you just witnessed another free jersey giveaway. All you have to do is come here to the Brasil Paradise Grill, and you win a free jersey. All you got to do is buy soda. Just buy a cup. That's it. That's all you have to do is buy a cup of soda, buy an appetizer, and you win one of these jerseys. Okay? That's it. So yeah, with Zidane, that's exactly what I think. I think it's great. It's fantastic. And, do I hope for the best? No. I despise them. I will always hate Real Madrid. But I think it's a great move for Real Madrid. It's fantastic. And I hope they don't win anything. Just want to put that out there. Before I end the show, because I did make this show purposely short, because I want to go home. Jose Mourinho, as you guys know, he got sacked by Manchester United, and that's when Ali came in and took over. Mourinho's out of a job right now, and apparently he's already rejected 3 to 4 clubs already. What he said, he's been on Bein Sports lately, and he says, what I have in mind is that I would like to be back in the summer in June for a new club, for a new preseason. I know exactly what I do not want. That's the reason I've had to say no to already 3 or 4 different offers. And I know what I want in terms of not a specific club, but the nature of the job, the dimension of the job. I know what I want, and I'm going to be waiting for that. He was asked if he would take on a national job, and he doesn't really want it because it's a very specific job. I like daily football, daily work. I like many competition. I like many matches, and I want to stay at football club level. So, where could we see Mourinho? Where could we see him this summer? I would imagine that he would probably go to France. I'd like to see Mourinho come here to the MLS. That'd be fantastic. Do I think that's his thing? I don't think so. But it'd be fantastic to maybe even see him go to Portugal. Go back home and lead another Portuguese side to a championship. guide them through the Champions League. That'd be fantastic. I'd like to see Mourinho do that. Go back to Portugal, or even just go to a smaller club and completely convert them. Hey, Steve. Oh. So, let's see what happens with Jose Mourinho this summer. That's it for today, guys. Yeah, bye.